Hello everyone and welcome to highlights of this Vanarama National League South clash between Eastbourne Borough and Bath City from Priory Lane. City have swapped seagulls for the seaside as they look to recover from Tuesday's heavy defeat to a rampant Western-Super-Mare side. They're at a venue where their record is good, just one loss here in their last 6 visits, and few will forget the last encounter here just over a year ago when City recovered from 3-1 down to win 4-3 thanks to 𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗧𝗦's last gasp winner. A lot has changed for the hosts since then. New owner, new badge and even new run-out music. Borough are now a full-time outfit and only 4 players remain from last season. Long-serving manager 𝗛𝗜𝗚𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗧𝗦 was replaced by Simon Beard as the ambitious outfit looked to return to the National League, which they last played in 2011. They have plenty of support. Nearly 2,000 witnessed the opening day win over Hampton Richmond, but Borough have picked up just a point since. They trail Bath on goals scored ahead of this contest. Jack Batton, Elliot Freer and Cody Cook are in for City, with Ben Morgan injured and Tom Smith and Joe Rains only fit enough for the bench. Goalkeeper Adam Forster has returned to the club as backup stopper for Ollie Wright. Jerry Gill has gone back to a back 3 to match up the hosts. Having made 6 changes from Monday's game at Aveley, Eastbourne have tinkered with their team again, making half a dozen more. The boss has signed his son, Sam Beard, on loan from Barnet. He's straight into the starting 11. Alex Finney, Jack Clark, Jack Paxman, Dakari Sheriff and Leon Gravata also return. Dan Quick, Jay Beckford, Yazir Kasim, Imran Uche and Alfie Bridgman drop to the bench. Scott Leslie misses out altogether. Commentary for this game is provided by Bath City Radio's Matt Francis and Mark Stillman. So we are now waiting for this game to get underway. Eastbourne will start it. They're attacking from right to left here at Priory Lane. Referee checking that everything's in order. Crowd still filing in. Probably around 20 degrees. A little bit of a breeze. Only as strong as normal here. As Tom Elsmore checks his watch and gets this contest underway. Paxman sends a long ball down the Eastbourne left for Sheriff, who's got there before Clark. He's got Gravata behind him, uses Gravata onto his right foot, gets the ball towards the near post, but it's too far in front of Fakoji. Greenslade lining up as the left of this back 3, spreads it to the right-hand side where Clark takes it under control and goes back towards his own goal, but now running infield, away from Friesel then. Now to Hayfield near the edge of the box. Hayfield, he's fouled. Referee says play on, advantage. Thomas on the right. Turns inside, still Thomas, still trying to bundle his way through. He nearly managed to do so, but good interception in the end from Beard. A few clubs now, National League South, have adopted that method. 7 or 8 as a couple of deflections. Gravata keeps it in down the left-hand side, goes back to Beard. Beard whips in a ball towards the near post. It's a handy one. It just evaded Ollie Wright. It comes last off the head of Remy and it goes behind. Cook can't take it into his stride. It's now back with Paxman, who's recovered from that early knock. Sends the ball down the left. Batten's clearance isn't the best against Beard. He's now played it inside. The turn on the edge of the box from Koji, it's blocked from 𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗏. Now it falls out on the edge to Viger. But he's well marshalled from Russ.
He's done really well, and like you say, having those options at the back's bright.
Beard is robbed from Thomas now. Thomas can charge through on goal. Thomas near the edge of the box. He's taking his time. Thomas, and he coolly rolls it into the back of the net. A mistake from Sam Beard. Thomas latched onto it. And he has made an electrifying start to his Bath City career. That's his 4th goal already in the 24th minute. Eastbourne 0, Bath City 1. Great goal, well taken, because it felt like, Matt, didn't it, that he'd maybe taken a little bit too long when the defence were coming back.
Yeah, it felt like it was going to come across. It felt like the defender was going to get a foot in. It's a really composed finish from him. And I was just about to say to you, I wonder what the dynamic is like having your son playing in the team. And I'm not sure he'll be too pleased with the mistake, but really composed finish from Jordan Thomas. I've liked him in that role, and he's done really well to put that away and get back on the score sheet.
Yeah, and the one chance they've had, I mean, that's the first shot on target they've been the whole game, and Thomas took it. It's now went over the top. Wilson's in behind. This is just a long ball forward. Wilson squares it. Thomas again. Thomas, oh, what a block that is from Beard. He's made up for his goal somewhat. He and the goalkeeper embrace. I thought Wilson was a good ball. It sort of hung a little bit awkwardly for Thomas, who, like his Maidstone one, he tried to sort of play it all the way back across, but it's a stunning intervention from the defender. It's only a corner. Carter, loose header back, picked up from Wilson, now running at Finney, cutting inside. Wilson, right-footed, is too close to the goalkeeper. It banks a little in front of him though, so he did well to gather. City will be happy knowing that they're not really creating anything, but they might with passes like that from 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗚. Again to Remy on the right-hand side, faces up 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗚. Remy, ball to the back post, oh, it nearly went straight in actually. It was just away from Sheriff, right, flew to his right-hand side, separates the sides. There's clever turn from Thomas away from Clark's throw-in. Thomas, edge of the box. Thomas shoots, save from 𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗧𝗏, and he's fortunate that it didn't fall to Cook on the follow-up, and it's hacked out play from Beard. And there was 4 goals in the first and 3 in the second as Cook's got it near the byline. He's managed to get a ball now to Wilson inside the penalty area. Wilson turns away, he's gone down under a challenge. Penalty! 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗚𝗛 went through the back of him. It was a little bit clumsy from the midfielder. Cook did exceptionally well to get the ball in the first place. And Wilson is appended. Bath City have a spot kick. Cook against 𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗏𝗏𝗏. He eyes up the number 1. Couple of deep breaths, steps up. Scores! Plants it into the bottom corner. The goalkeeper dived to his left, but it was so well placed from Cook that he couldn't get a glove to it. Eastbourne Borough 0, Bath City 2. And the second half of this first half has almost all belonged to the Romans.
Wonderful penalty. It's what he does. We know he loves that corner and he's just so composed. And ultimately, if Cody Cook strikes a penalty how he wants it, I don't think there's any goalkeeper that saves it. So really good to go into the break with a 2-goal lead.
𝗛𝗚𝗏𝗛𝗏's got it now. Opportunity to get the ball in. He's turned away from Wilson. Left-footed ball is a handy one into the penalty box. Batten manages to get it clear, and that will do for the first half. The perfect response to Tuesday. So Mark Beard has rung the changes, and unsurprising really. Oh, it's 3 changes actually. They've gone all out. Given away from Ewan Clark to 𝗛𝗚𝗏. Now to Sheriff near the edge of the box. Tries to hold off Greenside. Sheriff with a shot, and it just goes over angle. Post and crossbar, around 2 yards over. Beckford. Got a little bit of room midway inside Romans territory. 𝗛𝗏𝗚𝗛𝗏 again. Kicks off, that's a handball. Oh, there's handball from Beckford. The referee says play on, and fortunately it doesn't come to anything. I mean, he more or less brought it down, Beckford. I thought that was quite clear. Batten's battling away with Sheriff, who holds him up. Sheriff stays on his feet. He's got now options around him. He plays it wide left to Clark. He's got on the edge of the box, he's got Beckford. He took too long to pay it to him. He eventually does. Beckford now trying to make half a yard. Beckford shoots. Good save from Ollie Wright. It was quite close to him. He got the ball eventually, Beckford. I think he wanted it sooner. Cook gets a flick on to Wilson. He tried to thread it in behind to Thomas, but it was blocked. Russ still buzzing away, as he often does in midfield. Thomas has got it. He played it behind Wilson and 𝗛𝗏𝗏𝗏, and it starts inadvertently an Eastbourne move with Remy. He's got ۋakoji to his right. He uses ۋakoji. Tries to drill it across the middle. Greenside is there, and Parcell clears. Oh, and this is what I said about making 3 changes at half-time, because Remy has pulled up.
That looks like a hamstring.
I think he's going to do incredibly well to play on. They've got the ball back now with Beard on the left-hand side. Gets the other side of Clark. That's a better delivery near the penalty spot. Greenside with an inadvertent header. Finney on the right foot. Oh, it's just over the bar, only a yard or so over. He was forced wide, Finney. It would have been an exquisite finish. Now 𝗛𝗚𝗏𝗛𝗏, 20 yards out on the left. 𝗛𝗏𝗚𝗏𝗏. City have got 9 players within 20 yards of their own goal. It's really frustrating the host with Beckford now on the right-hand side with his sweatbands on either arm. Just about manages to slip it through to Clark. Now, ball in from 𝗛𝗏𝗚𝗏𝗏, flying header, it's a great goal. Really well worked. It's Sheriff in the end who stole in front of Parcell from around 12 yards out. A powerful header. Eastbourne Borough are back in it. Eastbourne 1, Bath City 2.
Yeah, and that's the quality that we're talking about. They have it in there, and there'll be some frustration on that pitch that they've let them back into the game. But this is what we're talking about. I mean, maybe Jerry Gill will look to the bench to freshen up the team a little bit. They're looking a little bit leggy, but it gives Eastbourne the hope that they'll need for this last 15 minutes or so. There'll probably be a lot of added time given the injuries that we've had as well. So nervy end to this one. Right now, Eastbourne have the tails up.
With Clark, clever ball in behind. It's Beckford near the byline. He's got there before 𝗛𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. Heavy touch, 2 heavy touches. He's kept the ball in play just. 𝗛𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 trying to keep up with him. Plays it back now to Clark. 20 yards or so out. It's 𝗛𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. City again, plenty of yellow and blue shirts in the way. 𝗛𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, but he's managed to find 𝗛𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 in room. 𝗛𝗏𝗏 shoots too close to Ollie Wright, who dives to his right and holds on to it well, but he shouldn't have had the room to get any sort of effort away. Jordan Thomas, by the looks of things, gets a high five off Cody Cook. 2 goal scorers, and coming on in his place, Tom Smith. He's been struggling with illness in the last couple of days. I think there could be about 8 added on.
Yeah.
𝗛𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 plays it inside to Beckford. Still a long time for City to try and hold out. Squares it near the edge of the penalty to 𝗛𝗚𝗚. Now 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗚𝗚 inside the box. A whipping shot is beaten away in the end from right, and he's fortunate that it didn't fall to any Eastbourne players. They're still in possession though near the edge of the penalty area with Quick. Couldn't get a shot away to 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗚𝗚, who just had that stinging effort which Wright could only palm out into the danger zone. 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗚𝗚 again. City are really penned back. 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗚𝗚𝗚 on the right, inside to 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗚𝗚. Roman still ahead. Now Beard, sort of midway inside the City half, out wide to 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗚𝗚. They can't get close to him, so he manages to get across. Clark is unmarked, and he has headed it over. That's a golden opportunity for Eastbourne Borough. City switched off, is around 10 yards out. I think Russ has admitted it was his man, and Clark at the very least should have troubled the goalkeeper. That's a real scare.
It should be 2-2. That really should be 2-2. He's got to put that on target there, Clark, but heart in mouth stuff.
To Beckford, who's a little bit slack in possession himself. Now Beard, back to 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗚𝗚𝗚 on the left-hand side. Eastbourne, almost the entire half, it feels like, or at least the last half an hour has been played in their half. 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗚𝗚 with a shot, and it's gone a couple of yards wide. I think Ollie Wright had it covered, but again, he's irritated that his defence let a shot get away. Jordan Dyer is coming on for his first outing of the season, as is Joe Rains. Ewan Clark is one of them coming off, and Jordan Dyer is on for Luke Russ. To Curry Sheriff, pull one back now. Finney's almost in behind, but Barton had to slide and get that right. He's played it back to his keeper before the makeshift striker could latch onto it. Smith jumps in the air, wins a header well, bravely against Clark. Cook, double ricochets, now trying to find Wilson on the left-hand side. Wilson throwing across, Smith is one-on-one, Smith to wrap it up. He's not, it's saved, it's smothered from 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗚𝗚𝗚. He tried to play it underneath him, that would have been game, set and match. He's got 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗚𝗚𝗚 near the edge of the box. City have got almost every player in their own penalty area, including the likes of Greenslade and Freer, and Freer heads it into a good area. 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗚𝗚𝗚 completely mishits it. He hit it against the grind. It's still not fully away. Beckford heads it back. 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗚𝗚𝗚 with a second chance. It's just deflected wide. I think this is going to be the last opportunity for Eastbourne. We're in the 6th minute of time added on. 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗚𝗚𝗚 is up for it. Ben 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗚𝗚𝗚 decked out all in green. 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗚𝗚𝗚 2 arms in the air. Can he get this past the first man? Not overly. Greenslade just gets an up. It's got to 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗚𝗚𝗚. He's got time. He lofts it near the edge of the penalty area. Dyer doesn't have to get it away. 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗚𝗚𝗚 volleyed it. It's not a bad effort. Oh my goodness me! It's only just gone wide. Maybe there was a touch in there, but Ollie Wright has flicked it behind. It's going to be an in-swinger towards the near post. It's a booming header away from Dyer near the edge of the box, so they still can't get it away. 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗚𝗚𝗚 gets another one towards the back post. Quick heads it into the air and heads it into touch, and that's the final action of a breathless final few minutes where we nearly had the most extraordinary climax. Ben 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗚𝗚𝗚𝗚's volley from the edge of the box.